If you, as you are right now, were transported into Super Mario 64, do you think you could beat it? Do you think you could brave the extra spooky area that is Big Boo's haunt? Do you think you'd be able to defeat even one single Boo? They are, after all, spooky, scary ghosts. Hello there, friendos. Newbornkilik here, welcoming you back to Could You Survive? Today we'll be taking a look at Super Mario 64, more specifically Big Boo's haunt, the token scary level of Super Mario 64. Even if the entire game is like a little creepy, like a liminal nightmare. I mean, strange things all over the place, like mythical paintings that transport you to other dimensions, or phantom toads, random portals into the sky, and random money strewn about. Honestly, this is the scariest part. I was confident when I was younger that these coins here were actually a trap. I guess younger me even knew not to just accept free things off the ground. They could have germs. First things first, we have to actually get to Big Boo's haunt. And how we do this is by eliminating a Boo and jumping into the house that it had in its belly, which is a concept so strange that only a mushroom-addicted plumber could think of it. Entering into our newly found belly biome, we are dropped into Big Boo's haunt, which, much like the man staying outside of my second story window, it's fucking creepy. Our main objective for the first star will be to defeat all of the Boos around the mansion and defeat the Big Boo at the end. The Boos' main method of defense, whenever you look at them, they will turn invisible, or at least translucent. I'm not sure if they're actually supposed to be invisible or just transparent. And these Boos will pursue you relentlessly. Well, assuming there's a very convenient Boo panel that they can go through. Which means whoever built this place was really thinking about it. It's kind of cute. They can definitely be harmed, even if they are fully confident they cannot. It says ghosts don't die, but I don't know. Looks pretty gone to me. Sometimes you can also just hit them from behind and they won't disappear. And sometimes they just get way too confident and just decide to not disappear at all. Cue the clip of me walking into the room and clocking one right in the side of the face. Just probably got a little bit too confident, that one. You could probably even bounce something off of the walls, or if you really want to be fancy with it, you could just chuck something back behind you, take care of them without even looking at them. Or just look at them to assert dominance. What are they gonna do about it? Along the way, you'll have to watch out for spooky, scary elements such as coffins, chairs, and books. There's also the eyes that spit room at you. Yes, that's actually the term for the eye gunk that you get in the morning. It's called room. Cannot make that up. It's just that goofy. Kind of odd that the enemy that doesn't like being looked at is in the same area as the enemy that attacks by looking at you. There's probably some lore here, but I'm just going to go with the fact that spheres are clearly the scariest shape. I mean, this guy is here and I wouldn't want to see him in my shower. The only couple of issues that I really see getting this first star would be actually defeating the King Boo, or Big Boo in this game. The bridge that will fall as soon as you touch it, but you could just leave that alone. You don't even have to interact with it. You could like literally just go around it. You'd also have to be careful on these ledges. It's more of an inconvenience if you fall down there, as long as you don't accidentally, catch a wall and break a leg or something, but you land in some water. And that's not going to feel good, but it also probably wouldn't prove fatal. I would say finding all of the Boos is going to be the trickiest part. Once you know where they are, you can pretty well just lure them all to a safe location and fight them there. You're going to want to watch out for the books, the Boos, and, that chair from Boondocks.
Oh my god, it's Cher! I'm mad!
After all of the Boos are defeated, you'll lure out the Big Boo, and once defeating him, you'll gain access to the second floor. Really proud of Mario moving up in the world, and also the first star in the area. Up next, we have Big Boo's merry-go-round. This one is pretty well the same as before. Defeat the Boos, defeat the Big Boo, but this time you're taking psychic damage from Bro's terrible choice on the aux cord. I actually kind of like the song, but man, if it isn't piercing. Also, who decided to put some flamethrowers in here? Check 3 safety violations in this house alone so far. Honestly, the best thing to do in-game and in our little challenge here would be just to ignore the spinning arena and lure the ghosts over to one of the doorways, mule kick them, backhand them, any of the above. Now, you could just open the door really fast on them and they'd probably take damage from it. You would, however, probably need to do a tricky little jump on the wall to collect the star. It's a little bit too high. The third star in Big Boo's haunt is Secret of the Haunted Books. And for this one, guys, I have to draw the line here. We have to go into the scariest area in any game that I have ever seen. A library. And much like an actual library, if you just walk slowly, no harm will befall you. I didn't actually know this when I was younger. I used to run as quickly as possible, but if you just walk on your little tootsies, you won't get hit by any of the flying books. Now, you will have to know the right combination at the end, or else the flying books will probably give you book damage, which is both ironic and exactly what happens to me every time I try to read a book. Avoiding a nasty paper cut, honestly, getting the actual star probably the hardest part. Maybe break off part of the railing and grab that star. I'm going to lump in the 100 coin star and the red coin star into one, and these are both fairly manageable. Assuming that we can climb on these bookshelves, which I'm assuming they're not going to be secured to the wall, so just be careful. They do say that knowledge can be a bit oppressive, but a bookcase falling over on you is probably not what they had in mind. The scariest one, in my opinion, would be the one hidden underneath the normal piano.
I've heard that on some copies of the game.
This piano can like turn into a monster or something, but
That's some goofy shit. Just get the coin behind it.
Oh no! Somebody stole the stairs. Okay, what is the logic behind this room? I genuinely don't know. I could feasibly see this raised section being a place where, maybe like a metal staircase used to be, but what is this for? Now, we have a couple of options. You could either climb the bookcase, which does seem to be secured to the wall. Good job. This area at least is child-friendly. I'm very proud of them. Alternately, you could probably stack books from the shelves and the other rooms, or maybe make some kind of stakes from the floorboards and the railings and scale the wall with them, making footholds along the wall as you go along. You could even grab the wing cap if you want to make it a little bit easier. However we're able to get up here, this will give us access to a line of blue coins that'll probably let us reach our 100. Up next, we have the big boo on the balcony. We could just use the trick that we used to get it before, however you decided to do it. I, for reasons we'll get into later, would probably prefer the stake method, as we'll need it to get onto the star on the roof, but the other way it worked just fine. We would be able to figure out a way to get the star one way or the other. Either way, it's super simple, just backhand him, look away, throw one of your stakes over your shoulder, bop him in the nose with it, and then you'd be able to use that exact same stake to stab into the roof to make some handholds. Now that I think about it, we never actually asked the boo what they wanted. Maybe they just want to be friends, to do
Friend things.
finally have someone to call a pal. Maybe play some piano
Together. It's not a
just friends.
friends.
Anyway, now the last star I'm not going to count just yet. I'm pretty sure we could probably peel away the boo panel from the wall and make it back to the large eye back there that's going to shoot huge room at us, which is definitely the dumbest thing I've learned today. That'll leave us with 21 stars. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. That's helped me out an awful lot. Thank you so much to everyone for supporting me on all of the platforms. Have yourself a
Anyway, Newbornkilik,
have a happy Halloween, and I will see you.